So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Oh, no joy this time. Pinches it off him. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi, quality ball. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Akanji. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges? Oh, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Nigeria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bellingham does well to get it back. Robertson.
Nigeria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi charging. And Messi! Messi! From another planet! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with...
He's having a go! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Over to the left. Oh, well played. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Fernandez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Palmer. Fernandez carries the ball down the right. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Keane, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Approaching the half-hour mark. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been cleared. Rodri. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's going for goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Oh, Oh, terrible mistake. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Barcelona take the lead. Fernandez. Oh, good spread. That looks a cracking ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, brilliant from Keane! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Keane! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Caicedo. Robertson. And Akanji. Oh, what a mistake! Keane, chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Azar. And it's Robertson. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Caicedo. For Messi. Fernandez. Messi. And he's away. It's a decent chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido el consumo de bebidas alcohólicas dentro del estadio.
And we're off again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Fernandez. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Knocks it into space. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Fernandez. Keane. And it's Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cleared away. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Messi. Messi. Rafinha, who does have an assist to his name. Rodri. Tries to play it through. So nearly the perfect ball. Good ball, good take. And Keane! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Palmer. Looking to play him in.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bellingham! Caicedo. So, what can they make of this? Some good work on the right flank here. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Can he get on the end of this? Incoming delivery. Punched away. And the shot! Palmer. Cross into the box. Alexander-Arnold. It's anyone's ball now. Has another go! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Yamal duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Palmer. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal. And it's Azar. Fernandez. And Azar. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Messi. He's looking wide. Pass somewhat off target.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Nigeria are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He is through here. It's Azar! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Now here's the delivery. Akanji deals with that comfortably. Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? Ekitike. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Robertson. Akanji. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Caicedo. Vicious ball here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Alexander-Arnold. And the number on the board is 3. Ekitike. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Nigeria.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So that's got things underway. Van Dijk playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Osimhen. Hazard. Messi. And that has been cleared. Spread out to the left. And they can counter here. Pass is just off target. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Driving forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's made its way to him. Ah, such a clever touch. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe, Camavinga, Manchester United looking to pass their way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Jorginho.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Messi. Guardiola. And Jorginho. Quality ball. Akanji cuts it out. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Alexander-Arnold. Nice sequence of passes, this. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Caicedo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Looking to play him in. Mbappe. Cross needs to be good. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. Osimhen.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Camavinga. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fernandez. Caicedo. Camavinga. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, super ball! Caught offside that time. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Martinelli. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Getting the flags up. Van Dijk. Akanji. Half-time getting close now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Caicedo, and it's Alexander-Arnold, and Alexander-Arnold, Akanji, and it's Caicedo, knocks it out wide, great vision, now it's Martinelli, no question, this, and the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello, attendees.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Nigeria really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And it's Messi. And he skips past his man.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through. Mbappe, chance for a shot! He hits the net, and finally he has breathed life into the game. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk. And Akanji. Nigeria still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Camavinga goes on a run down the left wing. Played into space out wide. Lovely bit of skill. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
That looks a decent ball. Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Alexander-Arnold. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only 1 down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he was quick to react.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Number 24, Hazard. Substitutions taking place.
And it's Fernandes. Palmer. And the keeper couldn't hold it. We've got a goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. There's the shot! It's hit the upright. And he's there to belt it away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's a throw-in.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 4. Coming on the field is
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Number 18.
Nigeria have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest, what a wonderful contest. Looking for options for movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Hazard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. Chance! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
After 81 minutes is number 24, Eden Hazard.
Manchester United making consecutive changes here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
And that has sent him sprawling. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's a promising position. And he was alert to it. Cruyff. Nice looking ball. Nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one.
There will be
the execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well played. Alexander-Arnold. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Cruyff. Oh, that's superb. Cristiano Ronaldo! Palmer.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, it's come loose. Hazard. 5 minutes to add. And that's that. Nigeria can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
This is a lost children's.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Nigeria must quickly shake this from their system, Peter, because it's the sort of performance that can linger and fester.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Nigeria.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and true. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Quality ball. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. No way through. Threads one in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now that's well seen too. Fernandez. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that pass just didn't quite work. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. And no, he's seen through all of that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the ball's come loose here. He's on it, can he? He's having a shot! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Good running, strong and purposeful. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And that's a... Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! And Nigeria are ahead! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Nigeria have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Serginho. Looking for the run. Oh, that was very necessary. Nigeria finding their passes. Backward it goes. Fernandez. Messi. Messi! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. Driving forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Fernandez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Robertson. To Hazard. Fernandez. Van Dijk. Fernandez. Knocks it into space. It's Inzaghi! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, this looks sharp. Hazard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a look and plays it forward. Hazard. Caicedo aims beyond the defence. Brilliantly cut out. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Inzaghi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Osimhen. Filippo Inzaghi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, well measured. He's in a great position here. And the Messi! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And just a quick reminder
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Palmer. Nigeria do have a chance to counter here. DiMarco. Messi has created one goal already. And it's Messi. Fernandez for Messi. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's managed to get free. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Palmer, and a chance! Goal! And again they hit the front. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Number 22,
Nigeria go into the lead. DiMarco. Serginho. Serginho going full tilt down the left. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that.
Nigeria are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
It's a searching pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Inzaghi. Caicedo. That's a cute ball. Palmer is in a really good position out wide. Osimhen. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
The attendance for this match was 80,113.
Robertson. Now it's Osimhen. That has been cut short. Fernandez. And it's Messi. And Donatoni. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's the keeper's ball.
Nigeria really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Probing pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's heaved it away. Tries to play it through.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get onto this? Osimhen has it out wide and in space.
That's good defensive concentration.
Could move up a gear here. Fernandez. Pass is just off target. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again. Caicedo. And he welcomes it in. Donatoni. Fernandez. Serginho. DiMarco. Can he get it through? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Nigeria really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Lovely ball. Chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Oh, what has happened here? And that has been cleared. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Shapes to shoot! Fernandez. Now he's got space here. Header! No, not the best of headers.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now, can they get him away? And no, that was never going to make it.
Nigeria nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Fernandez. Son Heung-min with the... Oh, what a climb! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is that. Nigeria proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Security staff for each block.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Nigeria clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Bruyne. Akanji gets a foot in here. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's De Bruyne. And they can counter here. Fernandes. And Robertson. And it's Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Hoisted in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now, can they get him away? Well, played right into his path. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nigeria appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Nigeria looking to pass their way through. Serginho gets over and intercepts. Great vision. Donatoni. That's an imaginative pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gabriel calmly anticipates. Threads one in. De Bruyne finds himself offside. Robertson.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
And Dijk gets across to intercept that. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Barella. Closing in on goal. So what can they make of this? Albert Ferrer with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Albert Ferrer has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Played into space out wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Nigeria are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. Tries to pass it through. Caicedo. Looking for the run. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Osimhen. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a little off target. Oh, that was vital. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Ugarte. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Hazard. He's in space and looking for options.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Caicedo. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. And there's the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Nigeria certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played through into space. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that is a nice touch. And this is Messi, and he's lost his man here. Osimhen! Just a fraction high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Now it's Hazard. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's played in. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And it's Fernandes. He is through here, and he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's the delivery. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And this is De Bruyne. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. Almost an hour gone. Well read, nice interception. Now it's De Bruyne. He's found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. Palmer. Caicedo. Now it's Hazard. He's had it taken off him. Can he get on the end of this? De Bruyne delivers. Firmly met. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That looks a good ball through. No, that's been intercepted. And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Palmer clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Number 11.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
Number 21.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising position. Hazard. Now there's a fine ball. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, give it away. He's had a shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awful. Goes for a shot! He has done it! So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
After 73 minutes is number 10.
So there's going to be another change here. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Looking for options for movement. A lovely pass, but can he get there?
Number 22.
Brilliantly cut out.
Coming on the field.
Shoots!
Number 7.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
That's a good ball out wide. Akanji. That has been slung wide. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Son Heung-min. Barella. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter.
He's gone for it! Corner number 3 coming up. Nigeria are looking to go forward now. And that is as far as they're going to go. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Caicedo. He's got away. Messi. And he's managed to get free. Barella, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now then, the ball's come loose. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been slipped through. He's shifted. Big chance!
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, what has happened here? Now, he's free. He has got space. And it's in!
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. 5 minutes to add. And it's Fernandez. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Donnarumma herring after the ball here. Caicedo. He's having a go! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Nigeria suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Please make sure to watch the
So,
screen.
Jim, how
for
do you
an
reflect on what we've
information
seen?
from the
Well,
regional
Peter,
police
I
department.
really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's through here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Højlund. Højlund! That comes as a mighty relief. Akanji. Now Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Not the most accurate pass. That's been cut out, well played. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He can run onto that. Mohamed Salah could try cutting inside here. Played in deep. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Palmer. Driving on and making good progress. A probing pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Kimmich spots it and intercepts. Nigeria still without a single shot on target. Out of play for a throw. Van Dijk. Played into space. Hakimi plays it in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Kimmich. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Fernandes. And the counter is on. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He is through here. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. Great chance! Now it's Williams. Bruno Fernandes. It's Kimmich. De Ligt. Robertson looking to penetrate opposition lines. Nicked it back promptly. And this is Messi. Really fierce, close defending. Palmer. Can he get on the end of this? Messi is flagged offside. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
Nigeria couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Hernandez. Kimmich. And it's Hakimi. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Salah! Decent enough try.
Mohamed Salah has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Messi. Palmer receives him in a wide position, and he's certainly onside here. He's picked his way through. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's It's a pretty loose pass. Nice intercept. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please turn your
An
attention
engrossing
to the
half,
screen for
but we're still where we
information
started.
provided by the local
0-0.
police.
And we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Højlund. And Højlund! Fantastic from Højlund! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The breakthrough arrives at last. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Threads one in. Shot a goal! It's in! And just like that, he hits 50. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Osimhen is onto this. Nigeria do have a chance to counter here. De Ligt. Knocks it out wide. And it's Hernandez. Cross in. That has been knocked... Oh, what has happened here? Played it again. And he shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Palmer. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has ended up in no man's land. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Crosses it in. And that has been cleared. And here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams gets flagged offside. Akanji. And Fernandez. Caicedo. Højlund. Højlund unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's had a hit. That's got him rattled. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's their second corner of the game. He gets big. kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Dijk really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Fernandes. Now it's Højlund. Højlund shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Højlund has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
To replace him is number 18,
Robertson.
Mbappe.
Can he get it through? Looking to play him in. And they've got a throw. Played back in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Played back in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's going for goal! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Swings in across. And the keeper beats it away. Now, real chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Nico Williams has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Osman. Number 22,
Akanji.
coming on the field.
Pressing high and with purpose.
Number 9,
Nigeria have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Messi, and the shot! He has done it! And the comeback is complete! That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Nigeria take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now.
Shot, surely! Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 84 minutes.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side...
He's had a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Hakimi does well to get it back. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. And he's onside. Cross needs to be good.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Caicedo clears. Hernandez. Oh, important interception. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Robertson. And it's Fernandes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Nigeria illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they end with nothing.
With the father of a boy.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, they were posed with problems in wide areas and they couldn't find a solution to those wide defensive positions. A very poor show.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he's decided to go for it. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. And Robertson. Aimed beyond the defence. Caicedo. Palmer. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's found a way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Azar. Maguire. Dybala is onto it in a flash. Now it's Dybala. Caicedo. And that's put paid to a promising move. Goes for goal! Dybala! Has fallen kindly here. Rafael Leao gets flagged offside.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed.
And it's been given away. And the finish! He scored! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Nigeria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rafinha. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rafinha. Dybala.
Nigeria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rafinha. Anguissa. And it's Serginho. Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold. That pass isn't the best. Rafinha. Fernandes. It's a searching pass. Neatly clipped into space. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mateus. And Rafinha. Serginho. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Osimhen.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rafinha! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nigeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And it's Fernandes.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Dybala looking for the run. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Anguissa makes the interception. Azar.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Dybala. Pinches it off him. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Akanji. Azar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That has been cut short. And it's Dybala. This might spell danger.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mateus.
There will be 1
To
minute
Azar.
added time.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
There's the start of the second half.
Nigeria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Spread neatly. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Akanji. Van Dijk. He's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Caicedo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that has left him in a heap. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Shot at goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Zanetti.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Azar.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good take in a good area. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Dybala. And he's well positioned here. Nigeria needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was...
Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Van de Ven. Oh, easy pickings there. Van Dijk goes back to front. And here's Rafael Leao. He's in a good position here. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great vision. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Nigeria are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tries to play it through. And the shot! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitutions taking place.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Fernandez spread it left, and he's forced to go back. And Akanji, Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold.
Nigeria are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack for that matter.
Alexander-Arnold, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, what a ball! Back when it goes. Great chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Giroud coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
And this is Dybala. Valverde. Messi. For Valverde. Nicely shaped ball. No way through, so back it comes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Caicedo. Passes short and sharp. It's Son Heung-min! Sticks it away!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Nigeria grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And this is Hazard. Mateus. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Mbappe. Maguire cuts it out. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Now there's a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not.
Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Caicedo. Hernandez going full tilt down. Haaland! Goal! Al Hilal! First blood drawn. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
5 minutes is number 14, Erling Haaland.
Nigeria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Knocks it into space. Goes for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. And here's Messi. Palmer. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Palmer. And it's Ronaldinho. Palmer. Now it's Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that is expertly dealt with. It's Modric! Just sails past the upright.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Alexander-Arnold. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And he's on his way! And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about. Nigeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Played with finesse, and he's in on goal. Osimhen! That's a lovely, delicate pass. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many...
And the shot! And he's there to belt it away. Nicely weighted ball. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. Well read, nice interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Oh no, what has happened here? Shoots! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Osimhen!
Nigeria grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Robertson. Marquinhos. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Osimhen. And this is Messi. And that's a throw-in. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. And it's Caicedo. Messi just eases him off the ball. Forward it goes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Palmer. Hernandez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's good running with the ball. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, terrible mistake. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Nigeria really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Chouameni. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Played out to the right, back into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's the chance to counter. Out towards the flank. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crossed in again. Palmer. Oh, a delicate chip through. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Haaland. Caicedo. And they can counter here. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Fernandez. Palmer. Xavi Alonso aims beyond the defence. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Al Hilal have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he plays one through. Messi. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Threads one in. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Caicedo. Van Dijk. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. And this is Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Great chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 11.
So their fourth quarter of the game.
Coming on to replace him is
Haaland!
number 18, Mbappe.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, super ball. Nigeria do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Driving on and making good progress. He's under a lot of pressure there. And it's Messi. And he's being shifted off it. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And he rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Number 10, Messi. Hazard. Coming on the field, number 21, number 7, Son Heung-min.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. For Palmer. Tries to pass it through. That's tidy. Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It is another opportunity from a set-piece they have here. It's a threatening ball. Looking to play him in. Palmer really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Nigeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Mbappe! Delivery from Mbappe. Well, there's the clearance. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Caicedo. Pops for safety. Robertson. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Son Heung-min. Pedri. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Can he finish? Goal! Al Hilal! And they get themselves in front! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Nigeria really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Substitution.
Al Hilal are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No, he's just misjudged that one.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Akanji. And here's Mbappe. Shin. And that's it. Nigeria were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Your reflections then, Jim?
Nigeria lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then...
He's having a go!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Oh no, what has happened here? Osimhen, chance! Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All the way back. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Osimhen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Robertson. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... Messi! Messi! Genius! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Aos 20 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 10.
Nigeria are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Now that looks a decent ball. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Good tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Palmeiras grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Guendouzi. And it's Lopez. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. That was good alertness. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Messi. And it's Caicedo. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Caicedo. Fernandez. Great defending, strong and determined. Hazard. And here's Osimhen.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Guendouzi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Foot in. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Second period then underway.
Nigeria are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Looking for the run. And it's Ake. Threads one in. Well read. And the danger is averted. Palmer. Alexander-Arnold. And Caicedo. Akanji. Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. Osimhen. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now he's got space here. Oh, terrible mistake. Palmer could move up a gear here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ake. Alexander-Arnold. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard. Great vision. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Palmeiras have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had it taken off him, and he's managed to get free, and it's played in here. Cleared without complication. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Azar. Oh, that's a key interception. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Fermin picks it up out wide. Palmer. Messi. Guendouzi. That's an imaginative pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Palmer. And that's really well manoeuvred. Palmeiras have got it back and they'll have another go. Fermin. He's on it, can he get away? And it's with the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. And Caicedo. Distributed tidily. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every...
Oh, shooting chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Alexander-Arnold. Ambitious ball here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Caicedo cuts it out. Can he get it through? No, it's come to nothing. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras.
Palmeiras can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
No, that was never going to make it. Fernandez. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Searching pass he's played there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well read, nice interception. No way through. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Weghorst. Palmer. Howson. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Just the keeper to... and he shoots! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Robertson. He won't be happy with that one. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Nigeria can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
My thanks to Jim. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary. Osimhen! Superb from Osimhen! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Alexander-Arnold. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Xavi Alonso. Donadoni. He's having a go. He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Robertson. And Fernandez. That's a cute ball. Hazard. Deep cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Nigeria leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Van Dijk. Looking for options for movement. And it's Hazard. Hakimi. Rodri. Xavi Alonso stood his ground strongly. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Ah, he's given it away. He is through here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Xavi Alonso, out to the left it goes. Hazard has it in a wide position. It's Hazard! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Caicedo. Messi. And here's Osimhen. Rodri wins the duel this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's Camavinga. Stood up well to him there. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Fernandez. To Messi. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Oh, that's ruffled. Oh, terrible mistake. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Messi. Now it's Palmer. Donadoni. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Shoots! Palmer. Fernandez. Messi. Fernandez. Nigeria finding their passes. Hazard! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Hazard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Palmer. And he will can he finish?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Threads one in.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Camavinga gets across to intercept that.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Strong running down that left flank. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's superb. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello attendees, this
I thought
is
that
a
was signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Nigeria, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quick.
Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. It's not an especially good pass, that. Hazard. And it's Fernandez. And Caicedo. Messi. And it's Palmer. Looking to play him in. Now it's Osimhen. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted. Donadoni. And it's Hazard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. And that has been slung wide. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Xavi Alonso spots it and intercepts. 60 minutes played. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Donadoni.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Osimhen. Coming on the field is number 18, Mbappe. Substitution.
And it's Robertson. Not the most convincing of passes. Akanji calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. He's away! That's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he goes cross-field. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Chance to deliver. And he thumps it clear. No, that's been intercepted. Caicedo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Dink through. He could be in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Mbappe.
Nigeria clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's had it taken off him, and it's Hakimi. Hakimi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Hazard. Nigeria still ahead by the game's only goal. Mbappe! Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 10, Messi. Hazard.
Caicedo.
Number
Good ball, good take. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
2 added minutes has
Fernandes.
been indicated.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Caicedo. He won't be happy with that one. It's a good run down the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Up he goes! And with that, the final whistle. Nigeria can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
And we come to you now with a quick
final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good...
minutes.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's searching, and he shoots! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Benfica are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Mbappe driving on and making good progress. Donadoni! That is decidedly lacking. Van Dijk. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Played into space out wide. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Akanji. And it's Rice. Donadoni. That is good alertness. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. Clipped into space. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Palmer. Now it's Mane. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Messi. Palmer. And that could set him on his way. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Nigeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Robertson gets over and intercepts. And now they can clear their lines. He's tried one! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Alexander-Arnold. Oh no, what has happened here? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got a goal! Benfica are back in business. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Donadoni. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Hakimi in acres of space out wide. Osimhen. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Van Dijk. Robertson. Over to the left. And Fernandes. Nigeria ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a go. Now the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Out towards the flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Mane. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Foot in. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still. Fernandes. Robertson. Fernandes. That is ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Osimhen gets into some space. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So it's back to business. Out for a throw. Fernandes. He's going to be disappointed with that. Palmer. And it's Caicedo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Donadoni. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. Nigeria do have a chance to counter here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Mane. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Mane. Oh, he's but Mane! He's got away with one there. Alexander-Arnold. And Caicedo. Akanji. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Osimhen. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And he's away. And Mane! Goal! Benfica! And the comeback is complete. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Benfica take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Osimhen. Threads one in. Messi. Akanji is there, and he can get that clear. Nigeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He has a look up. And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Palmer. Messi. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Mbappe. Donadoni. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Donadoni. Caicedo does well to get it back. And it's Fernandes. Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe! And he opts to go forward. He's looking wide. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo looking to play him in. And this is Mane. He is through here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Benfica can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi could move up a gear here. Palmer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's in a great position here. And that will be it. Nigeria did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion, in a few areas that would have made a difference to the result. So they need to go away and just have a good think about it, and I'm sure they can come back stronger.
So just time for me to say thanks to...